Hello, this is Ebony Miles. I'm coming to you today to make a short video. I'm just getting in from my job, and I wanted to talk a little bit about ways of getting rich, a topic I discussed with a coworker, and he just felt his only way of getting rich was to win the lottery, which just amazed me that he felt that was his only way of getting rich right now in his lifetime because he was an older gentleman, but still that shouldn't stop you from anything. And the odds of actually winning the lottery are 1 in like 175 million. And I just find it quite funny because those same odds apply, and I will disclose the income disclosures at the end of this video, to the opportunities that I'm involved with. There's only a 1% chance that those people who are willing to put in the work, the time, and the effort to make that amazing income, and that's why they disclose that in the income disclosure. Not everyone will even make money at all, and that just depends on how hard you're willing to work. And out of four of the five people we asked at work ways they felt they would get rich right now in life, they said winning the lottery. That was how they felt. And the gentleman actually referred to himself as a beat down slave. He was an older gentleman, like I said, and he just felt he was beat down in life right now. But there actually are new slaves now. We're not picking cotton, but there's new slaves now. And some of you just don't even know you're slaves. You're still working that job. You think there's nothing else to life. That's just what you have to go by. And you don't have to be that beat down slave. There's other things you can do in life besides working for someone else. Go into business for yourself. There's actually something I'd like to quote from a great book I'm reading, Think and Go Rich. I highly recommend that for anybody, anything you're doing, business or not business at all. This is a book you should read. I'll go ahead and quote, "No one is ever defeated until defeat has been accepted as reality," which is very true. You only are defeated if you defeat yourself. You let yourself down. You give up on yourself, then you are defeated. They discussed O. Henry discovered the genius was slept within his brain after he had met with great misfortune and was confined in a prison cell in Columbus, Ohio. Being forced through misfortune to become acquainted with his other self and to use his imagination, he discovered himself to be a great author instead of a miserable criminal and outcast. He chose to make a fortune out of his misfortune, and he may not have even known it at the time, but he did, and he helped others. Beethoven was deaf, Milton was blind, but their names will last as long as time endures because they dreamed and translated their dreams into organized thoughts. Thoughts are things, think and grow rich. No one is ready for a thing until he believes he can acquire it. You must have faith and belief. That's just a must. You must have that within yourself, because if you don't have it in yourself, then who's gonna believe you? A wussy gives all the reasons why they can't do something, and they never think about the reasons why they can. Pain, grief, sadness, loneliness, that should all be your motivation to get you out of that situation that you are in that you may not like right now. Example I can give for myself, just yesterday, I actually spoke with my nephew, and I love talking with him, and he actually, always says I love you, I miss you, but yesterday was a little different because he said it more than once to me, and of course that touches you and it gets to me because I can't see him right now as much as I would like. And after I got off the phone, I could have cried, 5 minutes, but what would that have done? Me just sitting there crying, being sad, and wishing I could see my nephew, versus me doing something motivational and empowering, enriching my mind to help me get closer to him and to have more freedom and to be financially better in life, which I did do. Versus crying, I spent that time and watched some videos by Dave Wood and Dave Sharp on the 8 core commitments, and I read a little bit from a chapter I needed to finish reading on Think and Grow Rich. And it's quite funny because in the 8 core commitments, when I started reading, Think and Grow Rich, they actually talked about similar things. So it was kind of just a coincidence. And I'll go over what those similarities were that I had actually watched a video about and then I read in this book. In the chapter 2, Desire, they have a little story in here called He Won a New World with 6 Cents, which I'll go over this pretty short, simple, nice and easy. Pretty much there's a boy who's born deaf and he wanted to go out and sell newspapers, but him being handicapped, his mom's like, no, I don't want my baby, go out selling newspapers. He's handicapped. But his dad embedded in his mind, no, you are not handicapped. This is an asset. You are no different from everyone else, and you live through this world, like everyone else. He went to normal school. He went to college. And this actually happened, I believe, at the age of 6 in here. He wanted to go sell newspapers. His older brother was doing it. He wanted to do what his brother was doing, but his mom didn't want him to. So one day he was left at home alone with his servants, and he climbed through the kitchen window and he borrowed the 6 cents he needed to start up his capital from the neighbor. And he used that 6 cents, he invested in the newspapers, he sold out, and he reinvested in some more newspapers. And he kept doing that throughout the whole day. And he actually made a net profit of 42 cents, which may not sound like a lot now, but back then, whenever this was, that was a lot. And he actually was able to pay the neighbors off the 6 cents he borrowed from them. So, that's what everyone should be doing in life. And that's something I actually want to know from some people. You can leave comments below. Are you a reader or are you an applier? Do you let's take for example a diet book, and do you read a chapter or two, then just throw it on the shelf and it doesn't ever get read again? Or do you actually take that diet book, read the whole book, and then apply what you learn? Do you take, learn, and apply everything you took from that book? Or do you throw it on the shelf? Leave your comments below. I'd like to know. And actually, you should be reading that book. You invested in it. I spent money in this book. You spend money in that diet book. Why are you not going to get your return on investment? Why are you not going to take what you learned from that book and apply it? That's something we all should be doing. And I'm going to end this because I wanted it to be a short video. I know it's early in the morning. Some of you aren't up. Some of you need to get up. You probably need to go to work. So I'll let you be on your way, and I'll end it with this quote I love a lot. Through prosperity, your friends know you. And through adversity, you know who your friends are. And that's very true. Through the pain, the struggle, the sadness, your true friends are going to stick through you. Through any struggle you have, you're going to know who your friends are. Don't just be around when, I'm prosperous and all that. I didn't know you before. You weren't there for me with the struggle. I need you there through that struggle with me too as well. So, on that note, everyone, good morning. Have a great day. Make it productive. Wake up and own it. This is Ebony Miles, and thank you for watching, and I'm out. It makes me smile, 'cause I got it.
Folks, obviously the income examples discussed in this video are extraordinary. The income claims presented are not intended to serve as a guarantee of income. Instead, they're designed to give you an idea of what's possible. Success in this business requires leadership, hard work, and dedication. Since we want to help you make an informed decision, we've gone above and beyond with our income disclosure document.